3 a.m., and you're wide awake again, staring into the darkness. Your heart starts beating a little faster, a familiar sense of unease washing over you. If this sounds familiar, then do not ignore this. For you, as an older woman, waking up regularly during these witching hours between 3 and 5 a.m. is not a coincidence. It's not just old age insomnia, like you might think. It could very well be a subtle message, a whisper from deep within your body, and even your emotions. Something that, if you learn to listen, can turn this frustrating moment into an unexpectedly valuable opportunity. Welcome to Life in Words. Today, we're going to pull back the curtain on this middle-of-the-night wake-up phenomenon. I'm going to share with you 5 crucial things you should do immediately when it happens. These aren't just your average tips. These are strategies designed to help you understand the signals your body is sending, soothe your racing mind, and most importantly, transform this sleepless time into a pocket of peace, cultivating inner calm. Imagine, instead of struggling with fatigue, finding relief, improving your sleep long-term, waking up with more energy and feeling more emotionally balanced. It's absolutely possible. Are you ready to find out how? If so, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss any wellness insights from Life in Words. And let me know you're here by commenting with the number 1 below. All right, let's dive into the first strategy. All right, let's get started with the very first strategy. Strategy number 1, don't try to force yourself back to sleep. You know the feeling, right? It's 3:17 a.m. You jolt awake, maybe from a small noise, a fleeting thought, or seemingly for no reason at all. And immediately, the mental clock starts ticking. Oh no, I'm awake again. I need to get back to sleep right now. How am I going to function tomorrow? And what's the natural reaction? You lie there frozen, eyes squeezed shut, trying to force yourself back to sleep. You tense up, worry sets in, and your heart starts pounding. But here's the trap. The harder you fight for sleep, the more you try to force stillness and will yourself back into slumber, the more you actually stress out your nervous system. This triggers your body's fight or flight response, releasing stress hormones like cortisol. And when cortisol levels rise, falling back asleep becomes significantly harder. You get stuck in a vicious cycle, stressed because you can't sleep, and unable to sleep because you're stressed. So, what should you do instead? The first thing is not to just lie there stewing in anxiety. Try gently changing your position. Maybe roll onto your other side. Adjust your pillow for comfort. Don't let your body stay rigid with worry. That often just makes things worse. And then, try this simple but powerful technique. Deep breathing. Breathe in slowly through your nose for about 4 seconds, feeling the air fill your lungs. Then, breathe out slowly and completely through your mouth for about 6 seconds, letting your body relax. Repeat this breathing cycle a few times. This helps activate your parasympathetic nervous system. That's the part responsible for rest and digest, for relaxation. By focusing on your breath and slowing your heart rate, you send a signal to your brain that everything is okay, that there's no need for alarm. It helps soothe your nervous system, shifting your body out of high alert and creating a much better internal environment for sleep to return naturally when your body is ready. Don't try to force it. Listen to and soothe your body first. Okay, so you've tried the deep breathing and calmed your mind a bit. Now, take a moment to notice your surroundings. Sometimes, the reason you're struggling to drift back off is simply because your physical environment isn't quite right. Is your pillow flat, not supporting your head and neck properly? Are the covers tangled around your legs, making you feel restricted? Maybe the room temperature is a bit too warm or too cool? Perhaps you're just slightly thirsty. This is where strategy number 2 comes in. Adjust your sleep environment. Don't hesitate. If the pillow isn't right, fix it. Give it a fluff. If the blanket is bothering you, gently untangle yourself and rearrange it. Regarding temperature, experts often recommend an ideal bedroom temperature for older adults is somewhere between 60 to 67 degrees Fahrenheit. That's about 15 to 19 degrees Celsius. If you feel too hot or too cold, try adjusting the thermostat or consider adding or removing a layer of bedding. A small temperature tweak can make a big difference in comfort. And here's something crucial we often overlook: hydration. Even mild dehydration, even if you don't feel parched, can disrupt sleep quality. Try gently getting up and having a small glass of water. Warm or room temperature water is usually best. Avoid ice-cold water in the middle of the night, as it can be a bit of a shock to your system and potentially make you feel more awake. For an extra potential benefit, you could even add a tiny pinch of salt, just a tiny pinch, or a few drops of lemon to your water. Why? Sometimes waking up in the night can be linked to a slight electrolyte imbalance, which can leave you feeling tired yet wired. Adding a touch of salt or lemon might help gently restore that balance naturally. Remember, creating a truly comfortable, cool, and adequately hydrated sleep space is a critical step in inviting sleep to return. You've adjusted your pillows, the covers, the temperature, maybe even had a sip of water. Physically, you might feel more comfortable. But sometimes, there's still something off. A heaviness in your chest. A vague, nameless anxiety that just won't let your mind settle down. If this happens, it's time for strategy number 3. Acknowledge your emotions. Be honest with yourself. When you wake up during this time, how do you really feel? Is it restlessness? A touch of sadness? An indescribable tension you can't quite pinpoint? Some traditions believe that this 3 a.m. to 5 a.m. window is when the body processes deeper emotions, perhaps even things suppressed during the day or from the past. Science also suggests that when we experience chronic stress, our bodies can remain in a state of underlying alertness even during sleep, and unresolved feelings can more easily surface when the mind is least distracted. Our natural tendency is often to push these uncomfortable feelings away, ignore them, or tell ourselves, just stop thinking about it. But just like trying to force sleep, trying to suppress emotions usually only makes them feel stronger. So, instead of fighting them, try the opposite. Acknowledge and observe them. Gently sit up if you like, or just stay lying down. Ask yourself, what is this feeling? Where do I feel it in my body? Don't judge it. Don't try to analyze it or fix it right away. Simply notice its presence. One incredibly effective way to release this psychological pressure is to write it down. Keep a small notebook and pen by your bedside. When these feelings or thoughts arise, jot them down. Write whatever comes to mind, without worrying about neatness or logic. The goal is simply to get what's swirling inside you out onto the page. This act is like creating a safe space for those emotions to be heard and expressed, rather than staying trapped inside you. By gently facing and acknowledging what you're feeling, you allow your body and mind to process it naturally, instead of resisting it futilely. This can bring a surprising sense of relief, paving the way for peace to return. You've checked your environment. You've listened to your emotions. Now, let's tune into your physical body. After lying still for a while, especially if your mind hasn't been fully at rest, your body can start to feel a bit stuck. Maybe you notice your neck feels a little stiff, your shoulders are sore, or there's a slight tension in your lower back. Perhaps your hands and feet feel a bit cold. These are all signs that your body could use some gentle movement to release that stagnation. This is where we apply strategy number 4. Incorporate gentle movement. Now, don't think about getting out of bed and doing exercises. We're talking about very small, subtle movements right where you are. Try starting with some gentle neck rolls. Slowly tilt your head to one side, hold gently, then slowly tilt to the other. Then, try slowly tucking your chin down and looking up. Always coordinate with your breath. Inhale as you prepare. Exhale as you move into the stretch. Next, let's lift and lower the shoulders. Inhale, shrug your shoulders up towards your ears. Hold for a beat. Then exhale, letting them drop completely, feeling the tension release in your neck and upper back. Repeat this a few times. To release the lower back, you can gently bring one or both knees towards your chest. Hug your knees gently and hold for a few breaths, feeling that pleasant stretch in your lumbar area. Finally, if your hands and feet feel cold, rub your palms together briskly until they feel warm. Then gently cup them over your eyes or place them on your belly. You can also use your hands to gently massage your feet. This helps stimulate circulation and warm up your body. Why do these small movements work? They act like a gentle reset button for your nervous system, helping to shift your body out of a state of tension or stagnation and back towards relaxation. Warming your hands and feet also sends signals to your brain that the body is safe and ready for rest, making it easier to drift back to sleep. Just a few minutes of gentle movement can make a noticeable difference in how your body feels. You've moved gently, your body feels more comfortable. But maybe your mind is still racing with 1,000 thoughts. Worries about tomorrow, unfinished tasks, old memories popping up, or just random snippets of thought dancing around relentlessly. This is an incredibly common experience. And again, the usual reaction is to try and force the brain to be quiet. You tell yourself, "Stop thinking, be quiet, go to sleep." But have you noticed? The harder you try to suppress those thoughts, the louder and more persistent they seem to become. It's like trying to hold a beach ball underwater. The more you push it down, the more forcefully it pops back up. So, instead of declaring war on your own mind, let's try a gentler approach. Use sound to guide and soothe it. The idea here isn't to block your thoughts, but rather to give your brain something else, something calm and pleasant, to gently focus on, instead of the worries and plans spinning around. You can experiment with different types of sounds to see what works best for you. Meditation music or gentle ambient tracks. Slow, flowing melodies can help slow down the rhythm of your mind. There are countless tracks specifically designed for relaxation and sleep, available online. White noise. This is a steady, consistent sound, like a soft fan, gentle static, or the hum of an air conditioner. White noise can help mask other sudden noises in your environment and creates a stable soundscape that makes it easier for the brain to relax. Nature sounds. The steady rhythm of rainfall, the soothing wash of ocean waves, the gentle babbling of a brook, or birdsong in a forest. These natural sounds often have a very positive effect on our nervous system, helping us feel calm and connected. You can use headphones if it doesn't disturb a sleeping partner, or a small speaker near your bed at a moderate volume. The goal isn't to drown everything out, but to create a gentle auditory environment that invites your mind to let go and drift along with the sound, rather than getting caught in the thought loop. Experiment and find which sounds feel most relaxing to you. This might just be the final key to gently guiding yourself back towards sleep. So, there we have it, the 5 key strategies for navigating those moments when you wake up in the middle of the night. Don't force sleep, adjust your environment, acknowledge your emotions, move gently, and use soothing sound. The most important thing I want you to take away from this video is this. Waking up in the middle of the night is not a failure. It doesn't mean you're a bad sleeper or that something is wrong with you. Try to see it as a gentle invitation from your body and mind. A rare opportunity to pause, listen more deeply to what's really going on inside you, and practice self-care and compassion.